In Movies and Money, Oscar Sunday is set for March 27th, and this week, nominations were released. Erik Childress is here. Glad to see you're feeling better. Erik, we cannot do the Oscars without you. A big hello.
Hi, Angie.
Are you pleasantly surprised or disappointed with that final Oscar nomination list?
Well, I think every year comes with its share of surprises and disappointments, though this year probably saw more of those pleasant surprises than soul-crushing disappointments. Now, those of us who follow the season pretty closely already have a pretty good idea of the small pool of potential nominees that voters will draw from, but we always hope our favorites will get in nevertheless. Now, The Power of the Dog leading with 12 nominations was not a huge surprise, and many are hoping it will also lead the way on Oscar night. And I was certainly happy that Steven Spielberg's West Side Story was not unfairly snubbed in the categories it was expected, except for Tony Kushner's screenplay, which should have got in over Dune's half a screenplay for its part one. Well, we can talk all day about what were considered snubs for Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, amongst others, but this was actually a great day for the awareness that award season, which is often kickstarted and preserved by film critics, can bring to voters with the final say on who gets nominated. Drive My Car, which has been lauded by critics for months, is a film that doesn't have the kind of promotional muscle over major studios, but found its way into nominations for Best Picture, Director, and Screenplay. Now, critics are certainly disappointed that their influence couldn't get Nicolas Cage a nomination for Pig, but it is amusing how for weeks critics have pushed back against awards pundits about their role in Oscar history and now may be ready to take a little bit of credit for a film that they love being a part of the conversation.
We are heading into one of the more crowded weekends for new movies. Here's a look at one film, Death on the Nile.
Someone is dead. The crime is murder. The murderer is one of you.
Were you aware of any grudges?
Madame is used to getting what she wants. I don't feel safe here.
Erik, how do you think Death on the Nile will do?
Well, Angie, this is one of the late pandemic holdovers, a film that was supposed to come out back in 2020 and has had to face some issues with Armie Hammer's personal life being in the news, but audiences may not be as focused on that because Kenneth Branagh's Death on the Nile could be another one of these marking points between adult entertainment finding an audience and what is actually part of its own series now as a follow-up to his Murder on the Orient Express, which was a surprise hit back in 2017. I think Nile should do well enough to take the #1 slot this weekend, but may only be a victory in the mid to high teens.
Jennifer Lopez has a new rom-com coming out. It will be on the Peacock streaming services as well as on the big screen. Here's a quick clip of Marry Me.
Okay, let's go. We only have 5 minutes.
What's everybody looking at?
Nothing. Give me your phone.
Kat Valdez's husband-to-be, Bastian, caught cheating with her assistant.
I'll marry you. You.
Go! Go! Go!
Erik, how do you think this film, showing on the big screen and the small screen, will affect the box office numbers?
Probably pretty significantly, Angie. Now, Universal took this approach with last October's Halloween Kills and the horror faithful still flooded theaters opening weekend, but those are very specific loyal fans who do not exist for a Jennifer Lopez, Owen Wilson rom-com, especially one that will be available to anyone with a cable package or a subscription to Peacock. With the exception of Hustlers, in which Lopez had a prominent but a supporting role in, none of the films she has headlined since 2005 have grossed more than $40 million or opened to higher than 15. Now divide that with people who can just stay home to see it, and I think the studio will be thrilled to see it open to over $10 million, though I don't think advertising that the queen of romantic comedies is back is going to fool anyone. Now, who is back, though, is Liam Neeson in Blacklight as another government specialist fighting back against a conspiracy. Now, this film is only in theaters and is one you should avoid, whether in theaters or eventually on streaming.
A lot happening this weekend. Thank you so much, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.